You guys doing? Eric here. Today is Saturday, March 3rd, 2018. Beautiful morning up here at Eldora Mountain Resort. I'm working the top of Indian Peaks this morning. And should be a pretty busy day. It's a Saturday and a lot of people on spring break, but yeah, man, I had interesting development at home the last couple days. Roscoe took off on, I think he took off like Thursday morning, which is the day when he gets all his money from disability and whatever, food stamps and all that shit every first of the month. And he went, I guess he had to go take care of some business. He hasn't been back, man. Yesterday he said he was going to be back at 10 o'clock in the morning. And so I thought, oh, that was just fine, you know, Dingo will be fine. You know, they'd be home alone for a couple hours and Roscoe will be there to take care of him. But he never showed up, man. So I got home yesterday at 5 o'clock. Dingo had been inside all day long. No one to let him out or nothing. Because I could have got someone to let him out. But Roscoe told me he was going to be there. And so I didn't bother. And so he kind of screwed me, man. He fucking, you know, he lied to me basically. He told me he was going to be there. He never showed up. Or he didn't lie. He just didn't do what he said he was going to do. So today I got someone coming over to let Dingo out in the middle of the day. And I don't know if Roscoe's going to show up or not, man. I'm kind of have a feeling that he's decided that he's going to move out, man, you know. Or maybe, you know, he was out there fucking around with his ex-girlfriend or something down in Golden. Maybe he spent his fucking rent money or something. I have a feeling that might be, hey man, I'm sorry, I got carried away. I spent too much money. I don't have your money to pay you rent. You know, if that's the case, man, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. But I have a feeling, man, he's going to show up and he's going to tell me that he doesn't have the rent money or something, and that's going to, you know, I ain't fucking living with that guy for nothing, man. I think if he does that, I'm going to tell him, well, then you got to the end of the month to get the fuck out. You know, and then as far as I'm concerned, you still owe me the rent money. But if you don't pay me, you don't pay me, man, you know. It'd be an easy way to get rid of him, but, you know, so I got to figure out some way to have, you know, my dog, but I'll figure that out, man. I'll get somebody there every day to let my dog out at least once a day to go do his business, you know. And it'll be tough for the rest of the ski season, but I'll figure something out, man, you know. And if I could get rid of Roscoe that easy, man, it would be fucking nice, man. I wouldn't be too upset, you know, that I have to figure out some other way to handle with my dog. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I have a feeling, man, he doesn't want to fucking pay the rent or something, man. People, man, people are so fucking, man, you just can't trust nobody, man. They say one thing and they do another, man, you know. This fucking guy, I'll tell him something, he'll be like, okay, and then like the next day he'll be doing the same fucking thing. Like it doesn't register within his fucking thick fucking skull, man. No matter what I tell him, he fucking forgets right about it. It just goes around doing whatever the fuck he wants anyway, man. Fucking, like he has no fucking memory in it. No, you know, he's fucking totally fucking brain dead. A brain dead fucking zombie, man. I swear to God. And there's so many people like that in the world these days. Oh man, it's a beautiful day over here at Indian Peaks this morning. As this guest pit looks beautiful here. It was all dug out nicely. This is what a professional looking station should look like. Everything is nice and tidy. It's a far cry from Corona over here. But I hear it's a real shit show at Corona this morning. It's not too bad here at Indian Peaks. Yeah, I had to shut that heater off. It's getting too hot in here. If it gets too hot in here, this hydraulic tensioning system malfunctions. So we got to keep a little bit cooler. Alright, I think I got that splash off my lens. I thought it was a scratch for a second. I was pissed. Might as well throw this $600 camera in the garbage. So yeah, man, I don't know about Roscoe. Doesn't seem like he's too happy living up here. I can't say I really blame him, man, you know. He thought it would be easy when he first did it, and he thought he could handle it, but you know, I think it's just too much, man. There's just too much loneliness up here for a guy with no vehicle, no license. You know, he's just basically stuck at the house all the time. So, you know, I can understand if he wants to leave, man. I just got to deal with it. You know, like, well, he called me the other night, like on Thursday night. He said, "Yeah, man, I'll be there. I'll be there." He sounded all drunk. "I'll be there tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And I was like, "You sure you're gonna be there?" You know, I was like, "Because if not, I'll call someone to come and help that dingo out." He's like, "No, I'll be there, man. Don't worry about it." And so I got home yesterday. I was expecting to see him. He wasn't there, man. Like, Dingo had been in the house all day alone. So Dingo seemed fine, man. He had no problem. He didn't poop or pee in the house or nothing. But, you know, he'd be sitting home for like from 7 in the morning till 5 o'clock. Was it 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Like 10 hours, you know. That's just not acceptable to do that to a dog. So, you know, hopefully Roscoe comes back today and everything's cool, and, you know, we can finish out this ski season and then figure out what we're gonna do. But I have a feeling he might be fucking turning on me, man. Like, just like reneging, like going back on his fucking deal. So break a deal, you face the wheel. Anyways, one way or another, man, I'm gonna have to figure out something. Don't bullshit me, Roscoe. I gotta go to the top of this chairlift there and see if I can find Sarah Connor. I'm still looking for Sarah Connor. But yeah, I heard recently in Los Angeles, California, they made it illegal to sleep in your car or to sleep outside of your car. You know, so it's just a sad fucking state of affairs, man. A lot of people, they just can't afford a place to live, man. It's not, you know, they want to demonize all the homeless and say that it's because they're drug addicts and alcoholics and they can't function in society. But the fact is that, you know, most of your jobs don't pay enough money for people to afford the fucking ridiculous housing costs in California. It just keeps skyrocketing. It's like here in Colorado. Same situation here in Colorado, man. It's most places it's illegal to sleep in your car. It's illegal to camp. If you're caught like laying on a bus stop with, you know, with a newspaper over you, they say you're camping. You know, so yeah, they've just totally, you know, made it illegal to be homeless. You know, and it's mostly just because the jobs pay so shitty and the cost of housing is so high that people just can't afford a place to live. And now they can't live in their car. They can't live on, you know, they might as well just go around and just start shooting them dead. You know, that's the only option they're giving people now. Well, they say like the first offense is $75, you know, and then if you can't pay that ticket, you get a warrant, and then, you know, you warrant, and then you get more trouble and more trouble. Pretty soon, you're doing 20 years in jail, you know, or they throw you in a FEMA camp and make you disappear. That's what's going on, man. More and more people are becoming homeless. It's just, it's a ridiculously sad situation, man. And I don't see any fairness to it at all, man. Like I say, man, they might as well just go around and just start executing all the fucking homeless people the way they're treating them. They might as well, man. It'd be the most only humane way to do it. Yeah, I think everybody just needs to move the fuck out of Los Angeles, man. Just everybody move the fuck, just do a mass exodus, abandon the fucking place. Just leave it to the cops and the lawyers and the judges and everybody else involved in the fucking shitty ass fucking system, and let them just fucking feed off each other. Holy shit, it is hot up here today. On March 3rd, it's still technically winter, but it couldn't be more spring-like. And I think we're heading for a high in the 50s today. Probably 20 degrees over normal. Over here at the top of Alpenglow, I had to come over here and make a special delivery because one of the lift operators left his phone charger at IP, so I brought it back to him. So quite an impressive scene over here. This brand new $11 million ski lift.